What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk to you about stimulus because this is very interesting. I'm getting a lot of comments talking about how Trump signed the $600 stimulus bill, and I understand it's the $900 billion, but people really only care about the stimulus amount. And so many people were hoping on $2,000 of a single check or $4,000 for couples, but it doesn't look like that will happen right now, at least. But I wanted to talk about where Trump's mindset is. I feel like he's in a different spot, and I wanted to give you an understanding, get inside his head, and see what he's thinking. This is coming from an unbiased opinion, someone that cares about the people, but then someone that also sees through anyone's bullshit, really. I see what Trump has to say. I can see what Biden has to say. I can see all of these different things. I just like reading people, and it seems to work in my favor because I usually am right. But let's go ahead and talk about this. I do want to ask you to hit that like button, also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your 2 free stocks with Webull. Check out some of the links, and you can check out my I don't know which side it is. And you can check out my TikTok, any of my social medias. I'm almost at 10,000 followers there, so I'm really excited. Now, I really want to understand this stimulus situation, but it looks like it's all political games here. Obviously, Trump wanted to get back at Mitch McConnell and say that he wasn't going to sign the stimulus bill to see what the impact would be, to see if they would push for $2,000, right? But I don't think he actually wanted the $2,000 of a single check. I don't think he actually wanted that. That's why I knew for a fact that he would sign this bill. He would end up getting to the point to where he would be like, all right, well, you know what? I'm going to sign it and go from there. Any money to people looks like a great thing in my hands, right? Because if I don't sign the bill, then if I run in 2024, then you don't really get any traction, or you still get traction, but you don't get as much traction. So he looks to sign this bill, and he did sign the bill, and I'm all for it because getting money to the American people is a great deal. You're getting $600 per adult that qualifies, and then also $600 per kid. So it's going to look really good, right? And there's a lot of details we need to talk about when it comes to the stimulus checks, and hopefully I can get out as much detail as possible to you guys. There's a lot of videos out there that give you content as well, but I know some people that only watch me, so I really want to give you the information that you need. So thank you for the people that do. So we'll get into those in future videos. I'll make sure to break those things down, how you qualify, and if you're the same, if it's basically the same group of people, which it mainly will be. I did go through a video previous to this one. I thought that it would be the $2,000 that we would receive because everybody was supporting it besides Republicans. But you look at what Donald Trump did, and he signed this $600 bill. Does that mean that he supported the $2,000 per month or $2,000 of a single check at all? Or everything that came out of his mouth during that press conference was pretty much bull? That's the way that it's seeming, that everything that he said out of that press conference was bull when it came to breaking down the bill and having funding for different areas that he didn't support in the bill. If he truly didn't support it, he wouldn't have signed it, but he did sign it because he supports it and everybody else supports it. It's a bipartisan bill here. Now, is this the end for stimulus? Is this going to be the $600 stimulus and that's it? I don't know. It depends how this is taken. President-elect Joe Biden has said that this isn't enough and we're going to need to push for more stimulus when he gets into office. However, I don't know how that's going to play out. It just all depends how these runoffs are still going to go. But you still don't want to just give Americans money if they don't need it. That's the way that I think, but obviously we do need it. But if people are blind by the fact that everybody's working and everybody got their $600 or whatever, then they're going to be blind with the fact that people are struggling. It seems like that's the case now. So many people are blind and not seeing the people that are struggling. I talk to so many people that actually have money, and they're like, oh, well, are people really struggling? I have these stimulus conversations all the time. Are people really struggling? And I go, yes, you don't see it, but you need to take a stroll through these communities and you'll see that people are struggling. They're going to buy Christmas gifts, at the cheapest places they could buy it because they just need to make their children happy. What they once had, they don't have anymore. I don't understand why people don't see this, why they just put blinders up and they just have tunnel vision. I don't understand it. There's so many people that are suffering that still need food. Just because it's the new year doesn't mean that everything is forgiven and they're not going to have to pay any of their bills and all this other stuff. It makes no sense whatsoever. So where Trump's head actually is sign this bill. I'll look good in 2024, and then maybe I can, push for another run then, because he lost, right? He knows he lost. He's trying to push for people to fund his campaign as long as possible, or fund his losses for his campaign. So he's trying to make up his campaign debt with all of these funding opportunities. But it's not really going to make up the full debt, but he is going to make up a portion of it because people do support him, which he's using his support the wrong way. If he truly cared about the American people, he wouldn't be asking them for money to fight an election that was fair. To tell you the truth, I don't like the whole electoral college. I mean, you can go and search states that only Trump lost in. Yeah, you can do that. But what I'm saying is I don't care about the electoral college. I care about the total vote. In any case to where I see a vote, I always go with the total vote. If you have 80 million Americans over here that want to vote for one person, and then 75 or whatever it was, 70 million Americans that wanted to vote for the person that had 80 million won. I don't care what state they were actually in and how much weight they hold. Every state should be equal. Every state should be the same. That's just showing that we have some sort of discrimination problem in the US by just supporting the Electoral College. You're supporting states that have more people. Basically, you're saying that somebody in Pennsylvania holds more weight than somebody in Nevada. This is a problem. And I don't like the Electoral College, but I don't want to get into a rant, so we'll leave that alone. But right now we have the $600 of a single check for most adults. If you qualify for the last one, you will qualify for this one. If you are SSI, SSDI, things like that, you will receive a stimulus check too from the information that I've seen. Let's go ahead and make sure we get other videos out there to explain this in detail and break down what you need to do. I will do that in a future video. But this whole thing was really just to talk about the $600, the signing of the $600 or the $900 billion bill, and how he didn't support it, but then now he's signing it. Someone that said, I'm not signing this bill unless we get $2,000 and we get some other things taken out of this bill, but then you go ahead and sign it. And it just means that everything you said during that press conference was total bull. So let's see how this all plays out. Right now, we need to worry about how people can get this $600, how people can get the unemployment, and go from there. I still think we need some sort of student loan forgiveness. That would be amazing. But that's my video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you stick around for any other video that I do have related to stimulus or personal finance and all that. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also check out my TikTok. Like I said, I just hit 10,000, or I'm close to 10,000 followers over there. Once I hit 10,000, I'm going to apply for the Creator Fund. So I'll give you that information to see what type of money you can make over there as you start to create content. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.